Alright guys, Kazoo71 here, back on my Scorched Earth playthrough. This is basically a playthrough for beginners, not for people who've played this game for a long time. So I'm hoping this helps players who are looking to play Scorched Earth. Now last week I used my wyvern, went in there and grabbed some more wyverns, got a higher level lightning wyvern and a poison wyvern. And this week I am going to look for a phoenix. Now on my PC, I'm playing Ark on Steam, and I am using a mod called Superstructures. I'm also using Dino Storage 2, as you guys know. Those are the two mods I use on here. I think I also add the awesome spyglass on this one later on, but what I'm looking for is a phoenix. This is something I have never tamed before. Now, yes, I have watched a few videos on other people taming them, so it's a little difficult if you're going to try to chase it around like a dummy. You don't want to chase it around. What you want to do is you want to find where they are located at, and you want to build a trap. And then when a heat wave comes, it will respawn from the ashes. It will spawn inside your trap, and you can blast it with a fire wyvern's breath. And that's what I'm going to do. So this takes a long time. There are 4 storms on this map, and I did a video with the Jerboa, and it's a basically a weather detection system. If you have one, if you're playing on Scorched Earth, I would recommend definitely carrying one around with you all the time. And definitely when you're doing something dangerous, use one you don't care about losing, because you can lose them. So anyway, the one storm we're waiting for is a heat wave. That's what we need. So while there's not a heat wave, I'm going to find the phoenix and I'm going to set a trap around it. So what I did was that transmitter, that is a tech transmitter. Now, a normal tech transmitter will not do what this one does, but the Superstructures tech transmitter has a dino scan on it, so you can scan it so I can get the coordinates of where the phoenix is and go find it. Now, if you're not using that and you're just going to look for them, what you need to do is you need to fly around in a heat wave and find one of the very few phoenixes on the map. So what you're going to do is you're going to just be looking around and hope you get lucky and find one, which is very difficult to do. So if you have the ability, if you're playing on Steam or any map where you can use mods, on PC, I recommend using Superstructures mod, because this dino scan on the tech transmitter is amazing, and it's definitely something you need to use if you have it. If you have the tech transmitter, and you can always cheat one in if you're going to cheat them in, but I built this one, I earned this one, I did all the stuff on the island. If you watch my island playthrough, I did everything on the island, including the Alpha, Overseer, and Ascended. So now what we're going to do is we're going to try to find this phoenix. Now this one happens to be in this area I just landed at, and this is where the Rexes spawn pretty regularly. There's quite a few Rexes here. So if you're looking for Rexes, the same area on the map, if you're watching my map, is a good place to find them. So this whole area right here, there's just tons of them. Actually, while I'm waiting here for this phoenix, I actually tame a couple of them. I'll show you guys in this video where I knock one out, but I'm not going to show you guys all of it, because that's not what this video is about. And what I'm going to do, so what I got to do is clear the area out first. I got to get everything out of this area that's dangerous so I can use my parasaur. So what I'm going to do is use the parasaur to locate the exact spot of the phoenix. So the parasaur has that alert setting. You just get on its back, you do the alert, it will ping where the phoenix is, because the phoenixes count as a hostile. And then you just build a trap around that ping, and I'll show you guys in just a moment. Now in this playthrough too, as you guys saw in the beginning, me and my partner are teamed up on this one, so we have a tribe together. I added her on my island, and then she came with me to Scorched Earth, and we've been doing this. Now in this episode, my daughter, who's also in my tribe, is going to jump on here because she wants to tame a phoenix, and she's been trying to find one the hard way. Like I said, you don't want to do it that way. It's very difficult. But once we figured out how to do it this way, and know you could ping this with the parasaur, and also that you could find it with the tech transmitter, it makes it a lot simpler. So in this video, she's going to jump on. I'm going to put her in the trap, and we're going to tame this phoenix. But I want to show you guys what I'm going to do. Now, this is not my trap design. This is the trap design I got from somebody else. The same certain person that I got this trap design for, I feel, took my trap design on another one and claimed it as his own. But that's okay. You can do what you got to do. I don't do that kind of stuff. So I'm going to show you guys how this works. I'm not going to tell you what the YouTuber is. You can figure this out if you've ever watched any Ark YouTubers. You'll know who did this trap. And I don't even know if it's his trap or not. He just shows how to do it. So could be somebody else developed the trap and he's just using it too. But anyway, this thing works. So the Phoenix will spawn. I'm still clearing out the area. The Phoenix will spawn 4 or 5 high when it spawns. So what you need to do is you need to build a trap between 4 and 5 high. You can go a little higher than that. You can make the trap like between 4 and 6, 4 and 7 if you want to waste materials. But you don't really need that many materials. And I'll show you what I mean. Now with this one, I get a little wonky with it. So I'm going to get this my parasaur right back out. And I'm going to ping, and I'm looking for that spot. And there it is right there. You see that spot on the ground? That is where the Phoenix is at. So let me get my wyvern closer now. Make sure we're safe. I think I killed everything. We should be good. And then what I have is some foundations. I have everything I need to make the trap in my hands, which is 1 stone foundation. I think 1, 2, let me see how many. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 stone doorways, the door frames. So just the regular ones. You don't need I wouldn't recommend using the other ones. Just use the regular ones. That's all you need. So what I'm going to do is try to set this down. I'm going to show you guys the difficulty of this, and I'm not going to cut this out. I just want to kind of show the whole thing. But what you're going to do is you're going to set this trap around it, and I'm going to try to get as close as I can to it. I want it to be in the spot right next to the stone foundation. If you're using 2 people, it makes it easier because one can be pinging and the other one can be setting the trap down. But I keep having to get off to make sure I'm in the right spot. And since this is the first time I've ever done this, I'm just trying to make sure this thing's perfect. So I keep picking it up. That would have been perfect where I was the first time. Would have been perfect the second time. It works. So I'm just making sure. Because I want to make sure I get this thing. Hard enough to find them. And this one's only a level 30. There's only 3 on the map right now, a 30 and 2 15s. So I'm going to take what I can get. So once I get that down, then I'm going to put these 3 stone, I think I did 3. The doorways up, and then I'm going to snap that in there. And then I'm going to put another one. I don't really need this. It could be a ceiling there. You don't need a... Oops, that didn't work. There we go. Okay, you don't really need another hatch frame. So you only need 2 of these hatch frames and 1 stone ceiling. Or, you can use 3 hatch frames like I'm doing. But this is the bare minimum you need to set this up. Now, you're going to need more than this. And I'm going to show you guys what I do. I'll skip forward, but I'll show you guys basically what I'm doing. So I'm going to go set this up 2 around. Like I said, it's going to be 4 high. And it's going to spawn at 5. So you want to make sure you're at 5 high, which is where I am. And then I'm going to set this trap between 5 and 6. So when that thing spawns, it's going to spawn inside of that trap. And my parasaur is getting attacked. I need to defend that parasaur real quick. Hang on a second. Yeah, let me get on my wyvern here. Let's just bite this thing real quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin around and just bite this scorpion that's attacking me. Let's get rid of that real quick. There we go. No big deal. Alright, and just rearranging my inventory. I'm going to pick my parasaur up. I could have done that while I was getting attacked because we have the trap set now. We're good to go. So don't need to worry about it now. That trap is basically set, just all you need right there. And you just need to be able to set up a little platform near it or close to it so that you can breathe fire into it. I'm putting these down so I have some beds because if I die from the heat wave or something, I want to be able to respawn. And just so you guys know, I'm going to tell you guys now, my game glitched, Ark. My daughter was playing with me at my house, and us using the same Wi-Fi for this game, for some reason, overloaded mine, not hers. And then I crashed and died, and, my wyvern almost died. I lost my jerboa, everything. So we just put it back on there. Because that wasn't our fault. So if it's not our fault, I'm going to cheat the jerboa back in and put it back on. But I healed my wyvern. I had to rebuild my armor and everything, get some more silk and stuff. I got totally wiped out. It was crazy. It happened right when I was trying to knock out a Rex. It was kind of funny. So, but what we're doing here, I'm just going to look at that little Rex right there. It's kind of a low level, but it's cool colors. So that one I'm going to knock out in a little bit. I'll go ahead and tame that thing. It's far enough away. I don't got to worry about it. So I was collecting materials. That's what I was doing. And what I'm going to do and just show you guys a bit of this and show you what I'm doing so you can see how I have this set up and what I'm going to do to change it. Now, with the superstructures, I'm using what's called a demo gun. So I'm going to pick up some of these items and I'm going to replace them with something else. Now, if you're doing this regular, you won't be able to do this because you can't pick up stuff after so long on a regular game. But you see, I can't snap another ceiling tile there. It doesn't work. So what we got to do is we need to extend the foundation. So what I want to do is I want to build a little platform up there so that we can land the wyverns on it, and then we can use that platform to blow our fire breath into the phoenix. The way you tame a phoenix is when it's there, you got to heat it up. You got to just knock it with fire over and over again. You can use a fire wyvern. You can use a flamethrower. You can use oil jars of fire. However you want to do it, you just got to make sure you get fire on it. And that's how you tame them. So, just going forward a little bit, as you see. I'm putting some more pieces down, extending this out. And I'm going to extend it out a little more. This is the first try I did it. After I learn how to do this, I get a little better at it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to snap a little building over here because it's getting kind of warm. And it's going to get hotter. So I'm going to make a little hut here out of thatch. The two ways you want to stay cool here are thatch or a tent. So either one of those will work. And or adobe if you want to make it out of adobe. I'm just going to make this out of thatch because it's just quick and easy and cheap. Adobe takes a little bit of work. So now we got a spot to cool off if we need to. Back to this trap here. I'm going to collect some more stuff, and then we're going to keep working on this. There's a Titan boa here. Let me get rid of that real quick. Don't want that thing near me. And then I eat them. The reason I'm eating them out here is if you're in the dunes, for sure, there's vultures. So if you kill something near the vultures are going to attack you. I've died from vultures before. Yeah, believe it or not. Those things are pretty deadly when they hit you in a pack. So, especially if you're not on something trying to fight them. If you just get on a wyvern and blast them, they'll die quick. But if you're trying to fight them by hand, if you don't have like a shotgun or something, they're going to get you. So, but anyway, so like I said, it's extending the bases out. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to extend this out a little bit more. I'm going one higher, and you can do this with these superstructures. You can stack foundations. That's why I could stack that. If not, you're going to be doing that kitty wonka stuff you do when you're building with normal pieces. Now, I went forward here again. Loki's on the map, so I'm coming to find her, and there she is right there. So I'm going to invite her to the tribe. Put down a soul terminal from Dino Storage 2 so that she can get her fire wyvern out. Now I, as you guys saw, tamed this fire or tamed it. I stole the egg for this fire wyvern. That's where mine's from. Hers is from another map, Ragnarok or something like that, which it doesn't really matter. You guys saw me do it. That's the whole point of this, is to show you guys how to do it. And I can tame this phoenix on my own. She just wanted to come on and do it. So. Nope, Pegomastus. Stilly guy, die, sucker. Hate those things. Anyway, so she's in the tribe now. So as you can see, she's green. So we're going to go ahead and pick up this soul terminal. We're going to fly to where we are at. Just throwing a little meat in her wyvern for her. And we're going to fly to the Phoenix, and we're going to wait this out. This is very annoying. This took several days on the game. This is not a quick thing. Like I said, you're waiting for one certain storm. And until that storm happens, you just got to wait it out. So it's very boring. So going forward a little bit here, that blue Rex I showed you guys earlier, kind of low level. I'm going to go ahead and knock this thing out. And go ahead and tame this guy since it's right here. Getting a little close, so we don't want it to get too close. I don't want to have to kill it. So we're going to go ahead and trank it and knock it out. Yeah, whatever. Take that. Go to sleep. And I'm using a long neck rifle, shock and tranquilizer darts. It's a low level Rex. My settings are turned up just a little bit on this map, so it doesn't take that much to knock one of these guys out, especially such a low level Rex. Normal Rex would have taken me about 4 or 5 darts, maybe. Higher level Rex, maybe 6 or 7. So that's a little less than normal on a normal map. But like I said, I have it tweaked. We're good to go. I'm going to get some more meat in there, but just showing you guys I knocked it out. I won't even show you guys it tamed, because shortly after this, I went to knock out another Rex, and that's when my game crashed. So, you see that little lag there? I was way forward, and I booted back, and that's what was happening to me. So, as you can see, I have expanded this thing out a little bit on both sides so that we can both land up there. And she's landed up there right now. She's ready. We have a heat wave coming. That's what the Jerboa is sounding off right now. And as you can see, I'm heat stroking at the bottom right. That's what that little skull looking thing is. But we have a heat wave coming. So we finally have the right storm. That's what the Jerboa is signaling right now. There it is right there. I'm going to show you guys a little bit. I'm going to zoom out so you guys can see in the third person what it does. And then hers is going off too, but there you go. That's what it looks like when the heat wave's coming. And we just going to sit here and wait. And once that thing's up there, I should be up there with her. She's at the right position. See how her wyvern is? So her face is right at the trap. So she'll be able to blast it. If you're up there a little bit higher and your face is pointing down, it's kind of hard to hit it. And in actuality, in this video, I don't even think I hit that thing once. I think she hits it the whole time. I never hit it once. And so, oops, threw my Jabora down. I'm going to name it real quick. I'm going to call it Radar. That's what the guy does in Scorched Earth if you're reading the notes. Alright, so we're going to get up there, or I'm going to try to get up there, and we're going to tame this thing. Hopefully this is the heat wave. I just was making sure, but that is definitely the heat wave. That's what that the signal is. Alright, come on, heat wave. You see I'm burning up over there. There it is, and there's the Phoenix. And as you can see, it spawned, and it spawned in the trap, right in that trap where I had it set. So she starts blasting it right away. So she's getting it heated up already, and it's already starting to tame. These go pretty quick, and I should be able to land here, but I fail. Oops. And this is partly, I'm going to tell you guys this, I don't make excuses normally, but the game was lagging so much on me. Like I said, I had died. I lagged so much that I was having trouble landing. I was having trouble placing pieces, everything. Once she got on the game, my whole game just like messed up. So wasn't her fault. It's just the Wi-Fi having two of us on it at the same time playing Ark was kind of difficult. Normally she plays from home and I play from here, and it works out better. So she's hitting it. I'm not hitting it. So that's why I can't show you guys the taming thing, unfortunately, because I'm not hitting it at all. So I was trying to hit it from the ground there. That didn't work. So I'm going to go ahead and try to land again. There we go. And I'm just going to back up a little bit and try to blast fire in there. But I'm actually blowing it over. So you got to kind of angle it correctly. And if I'm not hitting it, I think I hit it there. And then there we go. She just blasted it one more time and went ahead and tamed it because it was getting close. And we don't want to lose the heat wave. So there we go. We have the Phoenix now. As you can see, we're still at the heat wave at the bottom down there. And I am hot. So we're going to go ahead and get this Phoenix out. And we're going to check it out. I'm going to use the soul terminal. You don't need to do this. You could just take the trap apart and pull it out. But I'm going to do this, and we're going to throw this thing out and see what it looks like. There we go. And she's on it, and she is flying. So I'll go ahead and get on it in a minute too. But you can fly these things. They shoot a fireball. These are supposed to be really phenomenal at killing rock elementals, but I'm going to tell you guys, I worked on one and I knocked one out. It takes a long time to kill a rock elemental with these guys. And there's a wolf right there I knocked out too, by the way. So it came in the area. It was cool, so I knocked it out. But there you go. There is the Phoenix, and that's what it looks like, and that's how you can tame them. This trap is really easy to do. It doesn't take a lot of pieces. So we got one down, and we're going to look for some more and try to tame some more. In the next couple episodes, I'll throw in a couple of more of these guys. I think I tamed a few more, but there's my dire wolf tamed. I just want to show you guys how he did this. It's like I said, not my trap. I don't take credit for other people's stuff. It's just an idea I got from somebody else, and then making the platform out a little bit more. That's just something I did to get up there, stand up there. You don't need to do that. There's other ways of doing it. I would make a maybe a little platform or a ramp or something right next to it, like a couple of pieces and a ramp. That way you could get up there and just blast in the trap. You don't need to make as much as I did. I just got a little carried away. But there's the Phoenix. I'm going to go ahead and pick it up with the soul gun. I'm going to taxidermy it so I can get a good picture of it maybe later. I don't know how it's going to work because with the fire on it, it's kind of hard to do. We'll go ahead and pick it up with my soul gun. This is from Dino Storage 2 mod, and there's my wolf right there. I'm going to pick that wolf up. And then I'm going to head back to the base here, and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. So here we are inside my building I'm still working on, still not completed. You can see the roof up there is not complete. We still have a hole in it. And we're going to throw, get out the way, you stupid chibi. Throw this Phoenix out here so we can take a better look at it. And now that we're back in the base and we're safe. And there is the Phoenix, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. We got a Phoenix this episode. It was not that difficult as I thought it was going to be. Like I said, my daughter had been flying around trying to find one of these. I've been telling her, just make a trap, but she never did. And then we did in this episode, so we got the first one. So here we go. First Phoenix I've ever tamed. Been playing this game for, what, 7, 8 years now, and it's the first time I tamed one. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please like the video. Please subscribe if you haven't done. So if you got any comments, please make them. I always appreciate that. If anything you'd like to see me try to do on a how-to video, please let me know, and I'll try to do it if I haven't done it so far. But thanks again, guys. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.